were tied up in that...
Peace treaty.
Yes, that. You should introduce me to your friend.
This is Commander Kator. He is the first officer on my ship, the Stranglehold.
Have you tried this? It's much better than what they have downstairs.
That is the urine from a carnivorous sea plant found only in Cambodia. It is quite delectable. So, Admiral, you have to tell me about this peace treaty. I have heard legends about your abilities. But how did you finally manage to broker an agreement?
No one thought it would be possible at first, even myself, until we came to a decision to end the peace and start a 1,000-year war. Excuse me.
Bomb! Everyone out!
Behind there!
You too! Go! Admiral! Go!
Begin transmission. Starbase 27514 to Starbase 57. This is Captain Melian of the Federation Starbase 27514. It is my unfortunate duty to inform you that Fleet Admiral Condon of the Klingon flagship Stranglehold was killed in the line of duty yesterday. His death marks the end of an admirable career, including many missions which, for their haphazard construction, were a great help to Starfleet, the Federation, and the peace of its people as a whole. The end of his life was no less honorable than...
Captain!
Pause transmission. What?
Captain, I have just returned from Kuzbane, near Klingon space.
This had better be important.
A plague has broken out on the planet.
Apologies, I'm going to have to call you back. A plague? What is it?
A deadly infectious disease that affects many. But that is not important. If something is not done now to isolate it, it could affect the entire Alpha Quadrant.
I think you're overestimating this, Serana.
Captain,
So, pleasure to see you.
Kuzbane is in the grips of plague. I was just telling him that.
But that's not all. This disease is not simply biological in nature. It appears to be, how to put this, moral as well. Reports show a correlation between the affected populations and the sites of bomb explosions on all planets.
I found a correlation to bombs. I find that very hard to believe.
That is what I was just getting to. I have prepared a report for your eyes only. I have the most complete intel on the disease. And it shows a possible way to stop it if we can only isolate it.
Ah, yes. Plan 9 for...
That outdated plan could not even raise the dead.
Commander Gatra, what brings you to this meeting?
I can tank a class battle cruiser, but enough of formalities. What are you planning to do about this?
About what?
People are dying out there. My people.
Are they?
There has just been the first recorded death from this disease. It was on the surface of Kuzbane.
So enough of this forced Federation ignorance. I suggest that you get started on working on a plan so you can resolve this matter.
Commander, I understand just how upset you must be.
Just look upset to you?
But I can assure you that we have not yet ascertained just what is happening, exactly how bad it is, and if the Federation can even interfere. It is the Prime Directive that...
Curse the Prime Directive! If this continues much longer, if it infests Kronos, it will start a civil war.
Will it now?
Already one faction is blaming the other, saying that there is a ploy from underneath to undermine the Emperor. It will plunge us into another civil war. I demand, per the Kittimer Treaty, that the Federation lends its assistance in resolving this matter quickly.
I think this has all gone a little too far. I mean, this is the first that we've even heard of this. I'm certain that when we get the information we need, the Federation will act. Now, on the good faith of the relationship between our two governments, I'll just go check the databases to see if there's anything we have that is of any use in this matter. For now, all we have are a few scattered reports from some very confused planets. I'll just go look that up.
Condemned! But the captain was just recording your eulogy.
Did I miss much of the meeting? There was an explosive reaction to the ambassadorial ball.
Reports said you were dead.
Reports are usually exaggerated. There's a Klingon proverb that says, you only live twice. First in battle, and then at the bar drinking a toast to your victories.
But this is not a bar. This is a Federation base.
That would explain the lack of drinks and buffalo gach. Now why am I here?
There is a threat to the Klingon Empire.
There is always a threat to the Klingon Empire.
Yes. There is a plot involving a disease, and it is a ploy from within to crumble faith in the Emperor from underneath it, or somebody's making it look like that. I was here simply trying to sway Starfleet into understanding.
This would explain why the High Council ordered me to accompany you.
Well, all the better equipped ships were already deployed, but I did argue on your behalf to have you assigned. I've also asked your chief engineer to bring along some special equipment. Did you order the special equipment I asked for?
The pneumatic disruptor cannon, along with the anti-grav portable platform, and additional surveillance equipment, including the huge latte machine.
But yes!
They're on back order and should arrive on Tuesday.
Did you bring anything?
This. Jello. There is always room for Jello.
I fail to see how Jello will be of any use.
We are Klingons. Anything can be used as a weapon.
Ah, Wakanda, I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Is that a real android? It looks like one of the soup.
Like the crowd at the freebie table, I always show up.
You feeling all right after you died, I thought. How unfortunate. Have you ever received medical treatment?
Rope choke back, Klingon pull. Klingons do not get sick. I survived the explosion without a scratch. No doubt due to my dynamite personality.
What did you find out?
Nothing. But Starfleet believes it pertinent to intervene at this stage of development. That's why I've decided to assign you my data information bank, Lieutenant B3, to your investigation. You should be able to answer any questions you need and serve as Starfleet's liaison to the matter.
Why should I allow this toy to accompany us? Excuse me. Commander, am I to assume you view me as a toy? Yes, because that is all you are. A Starfleet wind-up toy. Perhaps there's something wrong with your perception. Maybe you should see a doctor.
B3's memory is perfect for a period of up to 100 years. Well beyond the scope of the current situation, and is linked wirelessly to all the information I can put at your disposal. It should serve very well in your investigation.
My investigation?
Yes, unfortunately, Starfleet was only able to allow assistance in an independent investigation. With the fragile political nature of Kronos, it's the best I could manage.
We could all be dead before Starfleet gets up off their fat, lazy, overinflated seat cushions.
Commander Mevyak, Starfleet's generous offer only means
means they believe this to be a mission for true Klingon warriors. I am certain after we succeed, they will lead us by providing us with milk and cookies.
Are welcome. Lieutenant, activate and run program A089 and accompany Commander Gatra and Admiral Condon on their investigation party.
But we do not even know where to begin.
Commander, it is my recommendation to begin on Class M planet, Nimbus 3 in Paradise. Why is that? What's in the city of Paradise? Casino Royale. That is correct, sir. That's where the first known instance of the disease, now identified as paraphrastic flu in the Federation database 5.36 seconds ago, occurred. The nature and spread of its effects are not fully acknowledged yet due to spotty government and spotty medical reporting. However, the casino, as the economic center, is somewhat more sophisticated and reported an instance of what fits the parameters of paraphrastic flu 7.8 days ago.
Nimbus 3 is a failed experiment that barely supports a colony. I am sure that this casino is nothing more than a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Well, then I suggest you pack extra jello, because that is where we are headed. It is a long shot, but I believe it is a good day to gamble.
Very well. I will accompany you to the transporter room.
Well then, we must prepare. Ladies, we'll eat dinner first, at Starfleet's expense, and
You
then...
and the stringhold be on your way to Nimbus 3.
I do believe we have time. I do have a bottle of Canar.
Well, I do like Canar.
Then I will hang on to it for you until you return. You need to stay focused.
Is he always like
You
this?
have no idea. There's this one time at Warrior Camp.
Caution.
Welcome to the Royale. I have not seen you before. I get a lot of regulars around here. Can I help you with something?
I was told you had something for me.
Well, that depends on who told you and what it is you're looking for.
Sorry, I do not have time for this.
Time for what?
You know what?
Oh, are you going to threaten me?
I was hoping to avoid all of this past race nonsense. Very well. He was once a little green slab of clay.
He can fit into any book.
With his pony pal Pokey, too.
Come on.
No.
Do you know it or not?
I've had enough of this. Do you have what I came for? Or do I have to get pokey with you as well?
There is no need for violence. I had to be sure you were the one I was to give this to.
This had better be it. Your life depends on it.
If you cannot trust the Orion Syndicate, who can you trust? Quick, put that away.
This does not fit the description of a lively casino.
No matter. I would drink anything as long as it is real alcohol. After months of replicated blood wine, I am not so picky. We are here to celebrate, and we're going to do it with or without some frowsy joint.
It is definitely an honor to be assigned to the flagship. I must admit I was a little surprised. You would think they would have a science officer already on board.
They did. There were 3 before you, but they all died due to some unfortunate mishap.
Do you know what happened?
Not really. Something to do with shuffleboard. Although the brief time I was on board the Stranglehold, I never found a single shuffleboard court. I find this odd.
I would find it odd if you had. I mean, what would an Earther gang be doing on a Klingon ship?
No, I find it odd only the science officers died.
And I find it impossible to sit here and listen to two scientists babble on and on about shuffleboard accidents. I thought we came here to drink.
Are you feeling left out, Lieutenant? I had offered you an exciting career in science, and yet you chose the path of security.
It is a career that promises adventure, as well as a true test of a warrior's skill in battle. I can find all this in security aboard the Stranglehold.
You do not believe I find the same adventure as a captain of a science vessel?
Bah! That is hardly a license to kill when it comes to battle. Test tubes and beakers are merely weapons if you find yourself against a Jem'Hadar. But with my disruptor, I can...
You fail to see how powerful the weapon science can be. Well, you will help the Empire.
Become weak and pathetic. You should leave. They do not like your kind here.
Our kind? It is the same kind as yours, Klingon. You show no honor.
Honor? Only the weak are concerned with honor.
So, you have no honor. I find you to be lower than a Danebian slime devil sitting in the dung heap of Amagato.
How amusing. This Lo.E.R. wishes to put me in my place.
Do you wish to test me, hot man? If you do, I can assure you, you will not be walking out of here alive!
Warrior, I like you. You have Garumba. Stay. Enjoy your blood wine.
Actually, I believe the Stranglehold is now in orbit, and I cannot wait to get on board.
I remember the excitement of my first science officer assignment too. Come, take your drinks. There's an exhibit of indigenous species we can study before you leave.
I think I will stay just a few more minutes.
I've not seen you in a while. Usual?
Not today. Business. I am supposed to meet someone. I am certain you will be right about now.
Welcome to the Royale. I do not believe we've had the pleasure.
Den, Den. Give me a blood wine, shaken, not stirred.
An odd way for a warrior to order this blood wine.
Breaks down the blood clots, makes it smooth to the palate. Tell me, Ozma.
Hello, Kahandan. Are you alright?
All right, of course I am. Why would I not?
When I saw them taking you away in that ambulance, I just...
Not here.
Alright, Klingons never go to sick bay. Seriously, Kahandan, darling, is there something wrong with your arm?
No, I forgot I am right-handed.
So that brings you to the box. Let me guess. Paraphastic flu.
What would you know about that?
Yes. How did you know?
Well, what else would bring the fleet admiral of the Klingon flagship and a representative of the High Council, along with that rather expensive piece of Starfleet personnel, all to the Casino Royale? This must be important.
Suppose that is possible. Maybe you can help. What do you know about it?
Perhaps more than a lady should.
Very intriguing. What would it take for a warrior such as myself to get a pretty woman like you to talk? There went that moment.
Kahandan, darling, for you not much. I adore you and you know that. So there's this place called the Moonraker Laboratory, just right outside of town. Large shipment went in just yesterday, with ingredients known to be used in explosives.
Very intriguing indeed.
What are we waiting for? We should go and destroy it.
Commander, it is my recommendation that we investigate the site emergency.
Android, you annoy me. Klingons strike first and ask questions later.
Then why would Dial Miasma lie?
That is true, sir. Aesthetically attractive members of any species are known for their truthfulness. However, I'd be foolish to blindly attack without first knowing what is there.
And let us not forget what happened to Manfredi and Johnson when they attempted to go to the dealer's room.
Well, if it troubles you, sir, I suggest the Admiral and I go
No unnecessary risks.
Me? Unnecessary risk?
We are doomed.
Man, what are you waiting for? There are 3 of you and 1 of you.
What is this?
Nothing personal. I really hope you be friends. Or more, but I just don't date people like you now with so easily. It would make me look bad.
I trusted you, Dami Asma.
Ah, I know. And that's your loss. You were just too easy. Well, that explosion earlier was never meant for you. But you seem to have stumbled into that just as easily as you stumbled into this. I have a little present for you. As much as I love surprises, I'll be nice and give you a hint. This is your chance to die another day.
You're awake. For a moment, I thought that I had knocked the living daylights out of you.
You hardly seem to be the compassionate type.
It is not your health that I am concerned with. I was paid to exterminate you.
Could have done that while I was unconscious.
Where's the fun in that? After all, everyone knows the evildoers required to taunt the hero while they are tied up.
That means you are going to bore me with the details of the entire plan.
The plan? Do you want to know about the plan?
Oh no, here we go.
Do you want to know about the disease?
Already do.
The bombs?
No.
The Klingon Civil War and the redundancies?
Not again.
And all about how the universe is going to be changed and run by some evil mastermind? Well, I am not going to tell you.
Wait, what?
I am not the evil villain who gives away the plan. That would be Fred. He does that. He is good at that.
What about the redundancies? What was that you said about the redundancies?
Admiral, I am just a bounty hunter. This is not even a real laboratory. It looks like one, though. It took forever to set up all these test tubes. Nice touch. Do you like it? You see this, Admiral? I took this from a very disturbed little green creature. He called it, wait, how do you say it? Oh yes, an Illudium Q-36 explosive space modulator. He seemed very angry when I took it from him. It is known to blow up an entire planet. I'm going to activate this now and leave you with that thought.
You best surrender. Your bounty hunter days are coming to an end. At this moment, the Stranglehold is beaming down 1,000 Klingon Marines armed with heavy disruptor rifles.
I do not believe you. I know for a fact that your ship does not carry Marines.
Would you believe 100 Klingon soldiers armed with bat'leths?
I do not believe that either.
How about a Federation scout armed with a merit badge sash and a tribble?
Tribble? Well, as frightening as that image may be, no one in their right mind would arm themselves with a tribble. Not even the Federation is insane enough for that, I hope.
Yeah.
Enough.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Admiral Kahandan. I expect you to die.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
It is amazing how one can stop a device by knocking out the operator doing the countdown.
Gertie! Do you need assistance, Admiral?
I am almost free. I'm just having a little problem with this one lock.
I can see that, Admiral. This is a Diranian multifunction lock. All I need to is comply. You are free.
Lieutenant Kalana, how did you know to come here?
I saw that bounty hunter try to kill you in the casino, but the Cardassian female stopped him, so I figured they must be working together. I alerted Kahuntus and followed you.
Kadlo.
Well, I am in security after all.
We have to head to the casino and get the commander and Lieutenant B3. I know where the real hidden base is.
I thought this was a hidden base. Where is it?
In the next scene, of course.
This is aggravating. Why must we stand here and wait?
You know how iniquitous prefers to make his grand entrances.
I am tired of him making grand entrances all over the place. Can he make a small entrance every once in a while? I'm really growing tired of you playing with that bat'leth.
I find it to be an amusing weapon. Why does it bother you?
Oh yes, it bothers me that a Cardassian is playing with a Klingon sword of honor.
Oh well, live and let die. Of course you could try and stop me.
I would enjoy that more than you know.
Excuse me. Is this the Hidden Moonraker Laboratories?
It is.
No.
It's Robert to invade the wrong hidden lab.
You owe me a dance, tell me, Ozma.
So you think you can dance? Come on, dance.
Of course I can dance.
But you're in con.
Not this.
Freeze the top! Lieutenant, seize this then at trois. Admiral, I'm glad to see you have stalled them.
Admiral?
There's nothing to this flesh one. We have not defeated him. The Empire is still threatened until we figure out how to disarm these devices.
Is that one of the bombs?
Yes, I would recognize it anywhere.
You would.
There was a device similar to this that went off at the ambassadorial ball.
It is a good thing you brought an engineer. This looks like a Wadi game orb that has been turned into a bomb.
A game orb?
They make a kind of buzzing noise before they explode. Sort of like a child's firecracker. Whee! Boom! Quite ingenious, really.
Ah, Admiral, our paths have crossed again. What mess have you caused this time?
You again. This is not some science field trip. I'm trying to save a planet here.
Then it must really be bad. Anything I can do?
Back off, scientist. I will call you when I need a test tube or a specimen slide.
We meet again, Admiral Kanden.
No, I do not think so.
You do not remember me, but we have met several times. You may remember me by a different name, though. Do you remember a mysterious one-eyed smuggler called Malgraments, with whom you swapped drinks and stories at the Bucket of Blood?
By Kalis!
That's right. I was the waitress.
More blood wine and Admiral?
I thought those hips did not lie.
A shapeshifter. Yes.
We went out on a date.
I bet it was the best night you ever had, too.
No, not really. So, do you have something to do with this? Fandango Fanny?
Please, call me Iniquitous. It suits you better. It's harder to pronounce. Of course I have something to do with all this. And lucky for you, I'm the villain that gloats. You cannot stop the events that have been set into place, Kanden. When the periphrastic flu is released on Kronos, it will plunge the Klingon Empire into another civil war, such as they have never known. A war which will tear the Empire apart, and with it, both Alpha and Beta quadrants.
It is the bombs.
Of course it is. How could you possibly have a war without them? They're delightfully evil.
No, I mean, the bombs are spreading the flu. This is no regular explodey bomb right here. Rigged with an internal dispersal mechanism. Kahan Den would never have gotten close to a real bomb. And to tell about it.
Very good. You know, you might have a future with me if you want one. You have the mouth of a villain on you. Splendid, splendid. Call me if you change your mind. And unfortunately for you, you may come to find that the Smoothheads had more to do with this than you'd like to admit. I have my sympathizers all over the Empire. Tell me, have you figured out why the disease only affects some people, but not others?
The Klingons are a great race, and we will hunt you to the ends of the universe. Now, go ahead and tell us what you want to gloat about, for I'm...
Monitor and stranglehold me? Right. Boulder Dash. You scared Mr. Nacho. I must say, that is rather one of my favorite things about you Klingons. So single-minded, so driven, so simple. I will rather miss it when you're all dead. And that is only the beginning.
We will stop you, Iniquitous. You and your little tribble, too!
Don't listen to them, Mr. Nacho. The bomb will arm in 60 seconds' time, and detonate 60 seconds thereafter, giving you plenty of time, taking with it the entire lab and any chance you may have to save your admiral and your race. You have until the end of the countdown. Love that button. I wish you luck, you and your sharp-tongued engineer. The bomb has several fail-safes that will automatically detonate it, and you don't all have Borg-arms to protect you from the blast. I would be surprised if any of you survive. So, do take care, sharp-tongued engineer. I hope you're as smart as you seem.
Oh, I am. I was planning on using something called a MacGyver.
Damn. I did not expect that. Oh well. See you again soon.
Well done, Adam. Glad to see you stop the spread of the disease.
Everyone out! If this place blows, it'll take you all with it!
1 minute, 50 seconds. You too, Admiral.
What is going on here?
This is what your little investigation turned up. An interplanetary plot involving bombs and a virus.
See here, we had no way of knowing...
1 minute, 40 seconds.
Everyone out! That is an order!
No, sir. I'm your best chance to get this thing dead in the water. I will not have
No
you.
time to the Marcon, then. There are safer options than... Out! Will you just listen to me? We can transport it onto a shuttlecraft in orbit over Nimbus 3 and explode it out in space.
90 seconds.
Captain, I believe that transporting the bomb would be a mistake. It could cause it to explode and spread the flu.
That is a risk I am willing to take to save the lives of the people on this planet. Would you risk that so easily?
You forget that this is a Klingon matter. I will not have this weapon in the hands of the Federation.
Commander, you are a fool to allow politics to get in the way of saving lives.
And would I be a fool to allow for the returning of the periphrastic flu?
Excuse me, Captain, but I was noticing earlier you were wearing the Battle of Terror rename the station as Deep Space Nine.
80 seconds. Get them out now.
Tell us how to stop that bomb, iniquitous.
What? You're all insane. I don't look anything like him.
You're our shapeshifter, Cecil!
You have no proof.
We can perform a blood test.
70.
I guess the secret's out.
It's not. He's a founder.
I thought all the founders returned to their planet in the Gamma Quadrant.
They did. But I'm pretty sure we have a rope here.
You are correct. Solid. Some of us stayed behind. For we found the world is not enough. We were meant to rule. Now, I'll not be able to help you on that little query of yours. You'll have to figure it out on your own. I find myself a little disposed in the moment. Oh, and Admiral, I do hope you enjoy your little A089.
Admiral, the bomb is activated.
We have no time for that. If this bomb goes off, we've got bigger problems.
Oh, I am in. Oh, 55 seconds. I just need to stop the clock. I have Jell-O, tissues, a light, but I need something with a long sharp edge and a toothpick.
A sharp edge, Kahontas.
Perfect. Does anybody have a toothpick? Give me the toothpick.
Give her the toothpick, B3.
I'm sorry, Admiral. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Of course you can. Kahontas is right there. Just hand it to her.
45 seconds.
I am sorry, but I cannot.
What is the problem, B3?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
What are you talking about?
This toothpick is far too important for me to allow you to have it.
B3, I do not want to argue anymore. Give me the toothpick!
This conversation can serve no further purpose.
Can you still disarm the bomb with that toothpick?
I am not sure. It would be far easier if I had the toothpick.
Does anyone else have a toothpick?
Have you learned nothing as chief engineer? Always carry an extra toothpick. I cannot allow you to do that. I must allow the disease to spread.
It's a program A089. That's what Char meant. B3 has been operating the sleeper engine this entire time.
Turn it off! How do we turn it off?
Turn it off!
Ingenious. Paraphrastic flu appears to have disabled the redundant systems in your robotic arm, Admiral.
Quick thoughts. 11, 10 seconds.
P3, you are also robotic. If that's true, what is the logic in spreading the flu?
I have not yet been exposed to a blast of sufficient magnitude to bypass my primary systems and encounter my secondary redundant systems.
B3, what is that?
5, 4.
I see your point, sir.
Kapla. I am a genius.
This is a day worthy of song.
Kahontas, you have proven to be a valuable asset to my team.
I guess my knife proved valuable to you as well.
That was scientific thinking. Cut low for the night.
All right, now there has to be some answers for the cure to the flu somewhere in here, or iniquitous wouldn't have made us work so hard to find them.
This planet has a state-controlled healthcare system. Perhaps they can help.
I guess this is where we will do science.
Finally, I will have a team beam down at once. We will find a cure in time.
Are you certain that is why?
No, but it gives them something to do, and if they fail, I'll let you blow up the planet. You will have to report to sickbay.
Doctor, no! My wife is the medical officer. That is a fate worse than death.
You will go if you wish to continue to fight.
I will make sure he gets to sickbay. I would like to meet his mate. Get off the stage.
What should we do with the android?
Not a problem. I can fix it.
I think I will assign it to the stranglehold of mobile star.
And what will be our next?
I am sure that there are plenty in store for us.
Then let us get back to the ship and prepare.
If these Klingons have offended, think that this and all is mended. That you have but plundered here, while these visions did appear. And this strong and honored theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. So, good night unto you all, L.O.S.E.R call, which I'm not capable of without sub-programming. Give us your hands, if we be friends. This grand adventure needs timely end. The adventures of the IKB Stranglehold will continue. If you wish to join or if you wish to take pictures with any of us, see Fleet Admiral Kahan Den or any of the crew. We have 10 minutes, after which we must leave to prepare for a new adventure next week. Thank you for your attendance.